night. Welcome to MCU Mondays right here on Feast of Fandoms. I am your host, David. We're glad you joined us tonight as we talk about MCU stuff. You know we enjoy doing this. With me, as always, are my co-hosts, Debbie. Debbie, how are you this evening?
All right. I'm good.
Just all right? It's Monday.
My cat is irritating me.
What else is new?
Typical Monday for you.
Also with us tonight is Andrew. Andrew, how are you?
Doing good. I have a birthday tomorrow, so that's exciting.
That's right. Oh no, I gotta
have the song played. I missed it last year.
There it is. Now I gotta update that and put Fisk dancing.
Yeah.
Yes.
But also,
yes, you do.
But also, is it just me or does Baron Zemo look like Donald Trump dancing?
Yeah, a little bit.
Like the Donald Trump dance.
Get some YMCA music playing in there. That's right.
Yes, that is our happy birthday theme. Thank you.
I'm no longer a boy. I am now a man. There you go.
How old are you?
I'll be 20.
Oh,
really?
Not quite.
Wow.
You still can't drink.
Almost a man when you're 21.
Yeah, that's true.
You still can't drink, and I think they bumped the smoking age too, didn't they?
Yeah, I'm not too worried about that though.
Yeah, I'm not. I didn't figure you
Hey,
were.
you know, being intruded.
Hi, Mom.
That's not Mom, it's Dad.
Hi, Dad.
I just told him that, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Cameo.
Come on.
Yes. That's all right. I'll fix it later.
Here, let me hug you.
You're going to hug me on air?
Oh, there's Mom.
Yeah, I'm on air. But you can hug me if you want, I guess.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah,
just
we
fill
like
in
to
the
see
space.
Mom.
It's
Hi,
his
Mom.
There
golden
you go.
birthday tomorrow. He's gonna
Happy
be 20.
birthday.
Yeah, I was just telling them that. All
love
right.
you.
Awesome. They know you're still alive. There you go. They're wondering about you. All right.
All right.
There you go.
There you go. Lovely cameos for the evening. So
Back to normalcy.
we had a little bit of news come out from the MCU this past week. According to Variety, Kristen Ritter will officially return as Jessica Jones in Daredevil Born Again Season 2. So we're going through Jessica Jones now. So that's hey.
Works out fine.
It works out just great. Also, Marvel has updated their yearly output plan to 3 movies max, 1 to 2 live action shows, and 2 animated shows, which I think is a good way to do it.
Yeah,
because you're going for quantity, or they were going for quantity over quality initially, and I think that's kind of what made Phase 4 and Phase 5 the stinkers.
Spooky. Yeah, there you go. That's funny.
Spooky Jawa is online taunting Andrew.
There you go. Good stuff. He's we met him in the Sith Dominion lives. He's a cool guy. He's got a podcast and pretty cool stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah, I agree. You know, Cam and I, when we were talking last night, we were talking about the Marvel stuff, and I mean, you think about it this year after Fantastic Four, that's it for movies for the year, for at least MCU wise.
3 movies.
Brave New World, Thunderbolts, and then Fantastic.
Yeah, sure.
I forgot about Brave New World last night. Actually, I was like, "There's a 3rd movie, right?" And it was like Brave New World, and I was like, "Oh yeah."
That one.
Oh yeah. Oof.
That one hits Disney Plus next week, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
and then there's the Wakanda Forever. What's it called?
It's
Eyes of Wakanda.
Eyes of Wakanda. Yeah, that'll be some point this year. And Marvel Zombies, I think, is this year.
This year.
Yeah.
And then we had Daredevil Born Again And now we've got the one we're going to watch here in a minute, Ironheart. So that should be it for the live show.
It's crazy. That's 6 episodes, but they're doing 3 episodes the premiere night, and then 3 more episodes weekly, once a week. So it's only 4 weeks.
Well, they don't want to.
No.
For
They're
Ironheart,
dropping 3 episodes a week?
No. Just 3 episodes for the premiere. And then 1 episode a week for 3 weeks.
Oh, okay.
So 4 weeks total.
I can't do that again.
No. And this I'd be shocked if this was Andor level. So.
But you know, yeah. But you know, though, it kind of makes sense because, I think they were probably watching our show and said, "Oh crap, they're right. We're going to overlap with Fantastic Four. That's going to stink. So we should probably not do that."
Yeah.
I want to say it was it Falcon and the Winter Soldier that one ended, and then that weekend was, I don't even remember what the movie was. Probably Eternals.
No, Eternals was a little bit later in the year, I think.
I don't remember.
No. You know what? I'm thinking it's later in the year because I didn't see it in the theater. I saw it when it hit Disney Plus, so it probably was around that time.
All I remember was we had Eternal. We finished Falcon and the Winter Soldier on MCU Mondays, and then the next week we had, or it might have been Thor. May have been Thor: Love and Thunder. It was a crap fest, whatever it was. It may have been Ant-Man and the Wasp. I mean, oh no, actually, it might have been Doctor Strange. I think it was the Multiverse of Madness.
That's another one Cam and I were talking about with characters like America Chavez. When are we going to see her again? Is she considered a young? Well, I know, but I just mean like it's kind of like what they did with Riri Williams, Wakanda Forever. It's like, yeah, like you introduce his character now. It's like, don't really.
Yeah, I assume they'll pop up in Young Avengers or whatever they're going to call themselves.
Yeah.
Young Avengers asterisk, and then new Young Avengers asterisk.
No, the newest Young Avengers or something. Yeah.
Or Avengers with a Z.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, like I said, we're at our max for live action shows this year, and the one that we've got is, I always try to keep an open mind with these Marvel shows. I always have hope. To me, She-Hulk was a big disappointment. And yeah, I know you liked it, Debbie. But
I like parts of it.
To me, it was a disappointment.
Parts of it I like. There was some parts I was no.
She liked the parts of Daredevil because she envisioned herself as She-Hulk.
But this one, I gotta say, with this one that's coming out next month, I'm just like, I'm not looking forward to it. And we finally got a trailer dropped on it, and I watched the trailer, and I'm like, oh, I'm still not looking forward to this, and that's just really sad.
When you think about it, they wrapped production 3 years ago, or close to 3 years ago, and this is the first we're getting of any kind of like true marketing for it, and it's like I have 2 trains of thoughts. A, does Marvel just have no faith in it, and so they're like, we're just gonna, we're just putting this out, and the real, fans will watch it if they want. I mean, I just don't know. It's like, yeah, I hope it's good. I think it'll be fine at best, but it's like, at best.
I meant to rewatch Wakanda Forever just to see if my opinion of that character changes.
That's a tough.
I liked the movie, but I just didn't. I don't know. I just didn't.
Yeah, I agree.
Care about that character.
I didn't care
Not the actress, the character.
Right. Yeah. Well, and of course, like I obviously had never heard of the character before. I'm not familiar with her in the comics. I know I've learned recently she briefly had a comic run that was cut short because no one was reading it, and so. It's like I don't know.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are upset. I think a lot of people really wanted Iron Lad with the kid that was in. Was it 3 or 2?
It was 3. Yeah,
3.
Yeah. With that kid. Well, he's not a kid anymore, but yeah. So yeah, I don't know.
I mean, who knows? this show could just blow our socks off, literally. I don't think it will, but who knows?
I was keeping an open mind until I saw the trailer. Now I'm like,
someone said I watched a breakdown of the trailer. There's a shot of her flying over a bridge or something, and they were like, "That's the same shot from Wakanda Forever." In the trailer, and I was like, "Okay, there you go."
So I don't know. I'm just
that's spooky. I think it would. She definitely would have more viewers. I don't know, because the twerking was like at the end of an episode, right?
Yeah, I didn't like the
I don't remember.
twerking.
I didn't care for it either, and especially watching it.
And maybe I'm just an old fart and I don't get that, but
Nah, I don't get it either. I was like, what is going on
I've
here?
seen it several times since my initial viewing, and mostly it's been on like commercials and stuff, because they've been showing it on like the Disney Plus. Oh, come watch Disney Plus. You can see things like She-Hulk, and I'm like, ooh, that's not a big seller there. But anyway, that's one of the things that they show is, and I'm just like, that. It looks horrible. I mean, the CGI is awful. It's terrible. And maybe it's just because it's a commercial. I don't know, but it looks awful.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, She-Hulk's humor ran into the Love and Thunder humor. It crossed the line so far you can't even see the line. Like, you know.
I don't even think to see a green alien twerking to Megan the Stallion.
Unless it's Yoda.
Fair point.
Yeah, I mean, they brought her on. I was like, who the hell's that? You know, because some people online were just going bonkers, and I'm like, am I supposed to know who that is?
Well,
there again, I'm a boomer. I'm an old fart. I don't listen to
really know who that
music. You know, as a matter of fact, I bought a 3 CD set of Queen.
Oh, nice.
You know what?
I
said the same thing with when Mando season 3 came out. It's like, it's Jack Black, and everybody else, well, forget that, it's Lizzo. I'm like,
it's Lizzo.
Right.
I did not know. I think maybe I knew one part of one of her songs from TikTok, but I didn't know that's who it was. I had no clue.
No,
and you have Christopher Lloyd telling everyone to not move, even though no one's moving. You know, it's like, what is going on with this episode?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Spooky. Add about 30 years to that. Well, 31 years. I had to think. 61.
Wow.
All right. So we're going to watch we do have it up. We're going to watch the Ironheart trailer, and then, I mean, we've kind of talked a little bit about it, but go ahead and hit play on this thing, Andrew. Let's watch this thing.
Or not.
Hello?
Oh no.
For real?
See, here, to me, this is we're going to try and make this like Ant-Man.
3 minutes, the air in this elevator will no longer be breathable.
Oh, what is this?
Your interview. You'll supplicate and die unless you break into the device on the floor, where you will find a gas mask. Good luck.
Screw this.
The trailer already lost Debbie.
I heard Riri Williams was a genius. So you in or out? Riri, I see you. I see you're fed up, waiting to be acknowledged for your greatness.
You are not the first genius at MIT.
How come you're not working at one of those fancy tech firms?
After my internship abroad, I want to build something undeniable, something
Important?
iconic.
It's a brand new.
I can give you the tools to help you carry out your vision. But anyone who's ever accomplished anything iconic in life Because I had to do some questionable things to get it done. What will you do, Riri?
You've bitten off a hell of a lot more than you can chew. I could chew a lot. You know nothing about this man.
You're gonna end up dead or in jail.
This is so much bigger than that. This is wild. A shady bunker.
My bunker's not shady. Would a shady bunker have that on the wall?
Okay.
It's literally above a crate of self-guided missiles.
I'm returning those.
Okay. So to be honest, I'm interested in Alden's character because I like Alden. And the Hood character, I'm interested in him.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Oh, I've got the whole thing pegged already. I literally have this whole series pegged.
Because it's going to be, like 3 hours of content.
Yeah, I don't care. I've got the whole thing.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, there's not a lot to it,
you know. For you right here, right? So she had her internship abroad, or whatever however she phrased it. This Hood guy, wants to help her, but he has some nefarious purposes for wanting to help her because he knows what she is capable of. So he uses her and she builds the suit, and basically it's like, okay, now you're going to be my partner in crime. And she's like, no, wait a minute. But in the meantime, her family and her friends and everybody else has been saying, stop, you need to stay away from this guy. He's not good. And she's looking at it like, yeah, but he's funding me and I'm getting my stuff done and everything's hunky-dory. Don't worry about it. I can take care of myself, kind of thing. She's going to find out that he is the villain of the whole thing, and they will have to have some kind of epic fight at the end. Meanwhile, the one character in the crazy bunker is going to be kind of like the little geeky kid that nobody likes, but she has to end up going to him, and he turns into the guy in the chair. And
I believe it. I could see it'd be hilarious if that's exactly what happens.
I'm gonna tell you that's exactly what happens. I called Spider-Man.
Timestamp this, yeah.
I called Spider-Man Far From Home a long time ago. So I was just like, yeah.
Yeah, that's a problem. There's stuff in the trailer that I'm like, okay, that looks interesting, but there's not a lot. I mean, and it just. I feel like I don't think this is going to be an awful bad show. Like, I don't think it's going to be offensively bad. I think it'll be fine at best, like mid-tier. Like, all right, there's some stuff I liked, quite a bit I didn't.
No.
Not the worst thing but this also ends phase 5, right? No. Yeah. Or does it start?
Yeah, I think it does.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, okay.
Because.
But I think Marvel
does Fantastic Four kicks off 6, right? Or does
yeah. And I think that the thing too with this show is Marvel knows that the majority of Marvel fans probably aren't going to watch this show. Like, for them, the next project is Fantastic Four. So they're probably not too worried about it overlapping from that standpoint.
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
even if we weren't doing a Marvel podcast, I'd still watch it.
Yeah.
Just because Star Wars comes out with something, I'll watch it. At least once.
At least once.
At least once. Same with DC. Although I've never have gotten into the animated stuff, but
that's the only part of DC I'll watch is the animated stuff. DCEU let me down too much, and I'm like, I'm done with you.
But yeah, I agree. If it's something Marvel or Star Wars that comes out, I'm like, yeah, I'll give it a watch. And it may get a
I always
watch.
have hope for DC, the underdogs.
Yeah, well, I gotta tell you, if Superman, I'm clearly excited for Superman. If that is good, yeah, I'm really
I
excited.
will probably have to go watch Superman because my brother is going to drag me to it, and that's fine. He can drag me to it. And
I think it's going to be.
I'll go
really
watch
good.
it with my brother. Me going to watch a Superman movie with my brother is like my brother going to watch a Star Wars movie with me. So there's that trade off there.
Mm-hmm.
So
well, he hasn't had to. You haven't had. Did he go see Revenge of the Sith?
No.
Okay, so I was going to say he hasn't had to worry about seeing a Star Wars movie for a while.
No. No.
Yeah,
But,
I'll definitely go see Superman. I mean, for the most part, and I say this for any franchise, there's Superman, there's Batman, James Bond. I mean, they've always had different iterations of that character. And some are better than others. But for the most part, I think they each bring something different to the character. That's what I like.
I mean, George Man was just chef's kiss.
That's probably the only one I don't care. I don't think I've seen that movie since I watched it once the first time.
I mean, dude, he could cut glass with that suit. I was like, whoa.
I mean, I went and seen it because ER was really big and he was hot on ER. That's a show back in the day. And so I was excited to see it. And then I was just like, oh my.
Yeah. I think what I like about, and I know this is not a Superman show, but what I like about David Cornsweet's Superman, when you see him as Superman, as Clark Kent, and then like even when he's at home with his parents, it looks like three different, people, because they style his hair different and everything, glasses and everything. And I think that's little stuff like that when you add it up over the course of a 2-hour movie, just makes it so cool. And his voice changes too.
I'm excited to see it.
I mean, his voice changes too when he's talking as Clark Kent, and then like when he does the interview with Lois Lane in the trailer, I was like, "Whoa, I'd be afraid of this guy." I did see that they removed his blink in the new trailer when the citizen throws when the guy throws the can to his head. They removed the blink from the first trailer in the new trailer.
What was the big deal if he blinked?
I don't know.
He's not supposed to feel it or something? Or
I guess not.
I mean, I
guess
on
we consider it
TikTok,
like
and
a
I was
flinch.
like, why bother with that? That's such a dumb thing. I don't know. I'm not a movie.
Maybe it was a flinch thing, like he's not supposed to flinch or something. I don't know. Oh well. Anyway, Ironheart. Ooh,
all right.
man.
Yeah. Not again. I will of course watch it because I was talking to somebody about the show, and we were actually talking about The Acolyte, and I was like, sometimes doing a show like this means you got to watch crap to make sure you can tell people how bad it is. So again, I will watch it. I will give my honest opinion. And right now, my honest opinion is I'm not really looking forward to it, but
if I can
I'll give it a shot.
That'll be our thing for the show. If we could watch The Acolyte, we could probably watch Ironheart. Although I don't think Ironheart will be that level of bad.
I don't think so either.
It may be. I don't know.
Well, there again, well,
no,
with
I'm not
any of
comparing
these
it
shows,
to them.
and with any of the shows, Acolyte did have its good moments.
It did, yeah.
It just had more bad than good.
Was it episode 5? I want to say that had the lightsaber fight.
I think so.
Yeah, that was like, okay, and I think Kames even said, like, you can see that's why they made the show. They just couldn't fill in everything else well.
Here's your answer. It was something like the guy can move a crap ton of mass, but flinches to a can.
Yeah, I get that.
It was like it's like if you go back and watch the George Reeves Superman, the serial, the TV show that was on. I mean, it's black and white and it's really corny and everything. But if you go back and watch it, it's actually really funny because Superman will fly in, he'll land, and the bad guys will be there, and they'll all pull out their guns and they'll shoot at him, and he stands there and he takes it, pew, 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 and then
they all go,
and they're like, and then they throw their gun at him, and he ducks out of the way of the gun, and it's like, You just sat there and took bullets, but you ducked out of the way of a gun being thrown at you.
Maybe it
Way
was
to
made
go.
of kryptonite.
Way to
Yeah,
go,
there you go.
Superman.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, let's talk about Jessica Jones now. Season 1, episode 2, Crush Syndrome. If you caught the last episode, you know Jessica watched Hope murder her parents in the
Mhm.
in the elevator. This is kind of dealing with the aftermath, and Jessica's trying to prove that Hope is innocent of doing this, and that it was all Kilgrave.
Close enough, you know.
Kilgore sounds better. It goes together.
Or
better.
Killmonger.
Killmonger. Like that one a little bit better too.
It's like how you got Dare pull on your shirt. I mean,
Yeah,
Dead Devil. I mean,
Dead Devil. Yeah. But anyway, but yeah, it's basically Jessica. She's trying to get the law firm that she's trying to get the law firm
Freelancing.
that she's trying to work for on a semi-permanent basis to represent Hope. And then you've got Trinity, who's just kind of saying no to everything. Not Trinity, Carrie Ann Moss. It is Trinity. So Jessica sets out to prove Hope's innocence. And of course, the police believe that Jessica allowed her to do this. They even raided her. Is that an apartment or is it an office?
It's an apartment that she has as her office.
Okay.
Which I'm not sure you can do that.
I don't know that you can do that, but why not?
I guess it's good for taxes.
That's right.
But anyway, I loved her getting back at the upstairs neighbors. If you've ever lived in an apartment and you've had upstairs neighbors that do
the freaky twins, man.
Like,
what the hell?
Yeah, he was. So honestly, until he said twin, they were twins, and the sister. I'm like, okay, this is like a bad. This is just like a spousal abuse gone wrong, that kind of thing. And he's standing there in his underwear, and they're cooking in his underwear, but they're twins, and I'm like, oh Lord.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
This was just all kinds of wrong.
that was a little.
This is worse than
I was
Luke
like,
and
what
Leia
in the
kissing.
Game of
Come on.
Thrones is going on here?
Yeah.
Like, oof.
So it was I don't know. It was, but I liked it. You know, the lady getting her comeuppance. But unfortunately, it seems to have
didn't last very long.
Well, but it also turned the brother on to Jessica.
Stay away from my brother. Like, man, is there some incest going on? Or
Maybe it's one of those. Maybe it's one of those things like you've got an overprotective mother that doesn't want to let her son go because she knows she'll be alone then. So I don't know.
That's one way to show your protection.
I don't know. It was cringy.
Yeah.
And gross.
But anyway, the police raid her office, and of course they get a hold of the pictures of the woman of Luke and the woman together, and they go to see Luke, and now all of a sudden Luke's pissed off at her, and the woman tells Luke Luke tells the woman off. I loved this. It's like, oh, she's got pictures of us, blah blah blah. Your husband hired her, yada yada yada, and come to find out the husband didn't really know anything.
He does now.
He does now. Hey.
And then she had the audacity to go to Jessica.
Yeah.
And I was like, lady, you're married. You're the one that had the affair.
It's not necessarily her fault. This is because and that's what made it so odd was it was like, okay, you won, you got him, he's yours now, but he's about to get the crap kicked out of him because he took his rugby team over there, and I'm like,
That was nothing. They didn't even look like a rugby team.
no,
that
they
could,
did.
they were all skinny and you
Short.
know, rugby. I've seen rugby players. They're pretty.
They look,
Yeah.
they look like me.
Yeah, I think I could give it a shot.
I was like, they must be a really piss poor rugby team.
Maybe the boyfriend or the husband coaches like a high school rugby team or a middle school rugby team. Maybe that's what it is. It was the middle schoolers. I don't know.
I don't know, but they got their asses handed to them.
Yes. And Jessica, of course, showed up to help out, and we kind of get a glimpse of Jessica's powers. We also get a glimpse of Luke. He got stabbed by the bottle. I thought that was great. Didn't do anything.
See, Luke Cage
You're
reminds me
trying
a
to
lot
go
of like
home.
me. Yeah.
Oh,
I
getting
lo-
smashed by bottles?
It doesn't affect him at all. Like I just heal instantly. Like
I don't think he heals. I think his is like he
It
has
didn't
like
even cut him.
I was gonna say I think he's got
Yeah.
like
Oh, that's true.
impervious skin. I think
that's
is what
right.
it
See,
is.
that's what I have. Just don't mean to show off, but
Yeah, and he just plays it off, like you're drunk, go home, basically.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're talking about. You're hallucinating.
Well, and this was all too after he told Jessica, he's like, look, just get out. Just get out because I didn't want any kind of involvement in this. And now I know why you were here and why they let's see. How do I keep this PG-13? They spent some quality time together.
oh, like they were having like a meeting, right? They were
Yes,
just having
exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
They were vodio dodoing. That's what they were doing.
They were doing that special mommy and daddy hug.
They're
Oh,
getting
like
their
like
freak
when
on
I'm
is
not
what they
allowed
were
in the
doing.
room, right? Right. I'm not allowed in.
That scene with the She-Hulk twerking, it was kind of like that, but there was a man and a woman involved.
Like Avatar. Okay, I see. Yeah.
Yes, like Avatar. They put their ponytails together.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Really? That's how they do it?
Yeah.
I've never watched
Yeah.
Avatar, so I have no clue.
They put their little ponytails together, which is really odd because they also put those little ponytails in the animals that they ride. So it's like, what exactly are they doing with those?
Ew, why?
Hey, I'm just saying.
Oh my God. No, I'm glad I never watched that.
Okay, let's see. Devil's Tango, Dirty Dancing,
The cha-cha. I like the cha-cha.
hitting the cha-cha.
Rearranging furniture.
As Shakespeare put it, the beast with two backs. Because they're on, and they got a back here and a back here, and there's. Woo.
Thanks, Shakespeare. All right.
Yeah, Shakespeare was dirty. He's a dirty old man. Yeah.
What's next? The women are going to start showing their ankles.
Oh my God.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so he thinks that that's messed up because obviously she's been tailing. She hasn't been tailing him. She's been tailing her, but he's come up in the process. So
Actually, no.
no.
She was just watching Luke.
He's watching Luke, but it's, if I recall, yeah, I think it had something to do with his wife. And it was like, didn't
The wife who
Jessica-
died on the bus.
Yeah. And that
Because
was
of Kilgrave.
Because of Kilgrave, yeah.
Now what I don't know if she felt guilty because she was kind of involved because she was in the middle of her escape from Kilgrave, and of course he was out in the middle of the street, and the bus comes along, tries to avoid him, and maybe she felt guilty about that. But why you would stalk the widow, I don't know. Again, creepy.
Very odd. But yeah, so we get a glimpse of Kilgrave finally. I mean, kind of.
He's still in the shadows.
He's still in the shadows, but we kind of get a touch of his powers too, especially with the kids. Go wait in the closet. Children should be seen and not heard, and in fact, not even seen. Just go wait in the closet. But I have to go to the bathroom. Do it in the closet. Okay.
So yeah, I was trying to figure out why that apartment.
Why that apartment and why that family?
Because I'm like, seriously, you can't just go to a hotel or something. You have to take over somebody else's.
Well, you take over theirs because they're having dinner. That's what it was. And I can go walk in there and have dinner and have somebody cook for me and clean for me and do all this other stuff. I mean, I get it. If you've got power, use it,
He could have done that at a fancy smancy hotel. Room service.
Well, but that's too obvious,
So, but Jessica's trying to track him down. Her sister. That's her sister, right?
Sort of.
Her sister.
I mean,
no. Jessica was an orphan.
That's right.
Trish's family took her in.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
They consider themselves best friends.
Jessica Jones from the Netflix series from the Defender Saga. We're on season 1, episode 2.
I heard incest and Luke and thought Star Wars, but now I'm hearing Jessica. not too far off.
I
Luke
get the
Cage.
confusion.
Luke Cage, different Luke, but okay. No, the incest with Luke is on Thursday. That's when we'll talk about that. So.
That's a tease for this week's show,
Anyway, but the sister, she was great too. Especially yoga's not exercise, and she goes in there, and the sister's like getting the crap beat out of her. And
is she already trying to get powers or something? Because
I don't know if she's trying to get powers or if she just knew what happened to Jessica and she wants to be prepared. She just wants to be prepared for something that may or may not happen. So, but it
does she?
Bless you.
Does she not know she has power? That Jessica has powers?
I think she does. Bless you again. Goodness.
I'm sorry.
But I think she does, but it's because...
You're almost at the sneeze limit. All right.
Oh, I don't do those. I don't do that. my cat I used to have, her name was
Chewy.
No, not Chewy. Oh, Saberkins. Her name was Saberkins. Saberkins, Tiberius, and then my last name. But yeah, she would sneeze like 40 times in a row. What the hell?
She's allergic to cats.
Yeah.
She's allergic to herself.
Yeah, there you go. Which is why Debbie's cat is named Chewy.
Chewy.
Actually, Debbie doesn't say Chewy's name that sweet. It's always Chewy.
Yeah, you should have heard me backstage. My cat was annoying me and I yelled at her. I freaked out the boys. They never heard me use my mother voice.
No, I was like, holy crap, I'm in trouble if something Chewie did. Oof.
Yeah.
I was
Eh,
like, no. It's
my
like,
kids
whoa,
have
look
heard
at
that
time.
voice ever so often.
I believe it.
Yeah. What's next? The mother stare. We're gonna get the mother stare.
They've seen
No,
that
'cause
too.
Chewie's behind her, so we'll miss the death
Oh,
stare.
good. Whew, 'cause
But
Finally
anyway,
shut
so
up.
but she's obviously the sister studying Crop. Hang on, I'm gonna say this right. Crop McGraw.
Eh?
That's the it's the style of fighting that she's studying.
Never heard of it.
Oh, it's what the
Krav Maga, yeah.
I think it's the Israeli special forces.
see.
It's like some of their stuff.
Oh,
Go look it up.
I'm looking it up.
I don't even know how to
the
spell
Krav
it.
Maga.
I couldn't even say it.
It's translated as contact combat. It's a form of martial arts.
But how's that going to help against Kilgrave? She ain't even gonna get 10 feet within him, because he'll control her mind. These
She
people,
needs
I
to
swear,
get one
they're
of
so
those.
stupid.
She need to get Xavier's
Yeah, the Magneto helmet.
Magneto helmet thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crossover.
But that was too. I don't know. Did you catch it during the when she was working? She was at the news station, not news station. What is she? The radio station. She works at a radio station, but she was there, and the manager came in and she said, "Oh, check your sleeves or something like that." And she had to put her jacket on when she was working out. Did you notice she was? I mean, she was like bruised the crap up because of that. So. Very, very cool. Anyway, but and sister's trying to help too. She's trying to fix Jessica's door, and Jessica nearly kills the
installer.
The installer. I would have done the same thing. Why this? I mean,
true.
No, Jessica was 100% on the know about this, and the sister was all kinds of wrong because she sent the guy, and then she called. She didn't call and say, "Hey, there's a guy going to be there tomorrow, between this time
It
and
don't
this time."
matter. Jessica don't answer her phone.
Well, but if she had given her a day or two heads up, Jessica could have checked her voicemail and said, "Okay, I really don't want to talk to Trish right now, but I'm going to check my voicemail. Oh, there's going to be a guy here. Okay, I know not to get pissed off." Trish could have sent a friggin' text message, for God's sake. You know what? I don't like answering the phone either. Not all the time, anyway. Sometimes I love answering and talking to scammers, but 9 times out of 10, I don't like to answer the phone because I don't want to talk to whoever it is on the other side. But you know what? If you call me 2 or 3 or 4 times in a row, I'm going to think, okay, this is important. When I have a minute, I'm going to call you back. Or I may look at my voicemail and say, okay, yeah, there's my visual voicemail. It says I need to call you back. Or, hey, look, I got a text message from this saying, pick up your phone because I'm trying to tell you something important.
Oh, this is getting almost a Dr. Dana level. I was like, all right.
Well, see, I'm liking Trish like Karen.
Yeah.
Doing stupid shit.
Oh, thank you. It's all
It's all green screen, actually.
Yes, they are.
What else? Let's see.
Anyway, what else happened?
The doctor and the guy with the kidneys.
Yeah. Now that was.
Now I'm confused. Did he? Evidently, he took both kidneys.
Yeah.
So what the hell kind of machine is keeping that guy alive?
Is he on dialysis? Is it I'm going to assume it's a dialysis machine, but would that keep you alive?
But a dialysis helps to clean out your kidneys. If you have no kidneys, Or is it acting as kidneys?
That I'm guessing
You're in the
that-
medical field. I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't know.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't know anything like that existed.
Well, we are dealing with a slight touch of science fiction.
I mean, yeah.
Well, this is true.
But
We're not. Yeah.
I mean, Jessica Jones has superpowers. Luke Cage cannot be cut.
And Debbie's like, now, how is this guy
Now,
alive?
how
with
does this
kidneys?
machine work? I've never heard of anything like this before. That's not
I
We
was
have a-
watching that
we have a
today, and
blind
I was
guy.
like, now, wait a minute.
We
I
got a
mean,
blind guy that can see. You know?
it's like a lot of people. I mean, well, I should say a lot of people, but there's people who've lost both kidneys, and I've never heard of them being put on a machine that can keep them alive. I
But
don't know.
I loved her talking to him, and he's writing, and the mother is just one of those where it's like, oh my gosh, just
And
stop.
another freakazoid.
Just stop. You're
She's a religious freakazoid. Oh, come pray with us.
Yeah.
Now I've got a cold.
But then, yeah, I'll have a glass of water. And he's writing out kill, and he's like, yeah, Kilgrave, yeah, or Kilgore, or whatever.
Grave.
No, kill me.
You had to write the first
kill
time.
me, and it was like, oh, jeez,
Oh, he's probably had enough of his mother too.
yeah.
Because
I mean,
evidently, I don't know why he can't talk.
He stroked. He had the stroke.
Oh, that's right. He had a stroke. Okay. Because I was like,
That-
what the hell's
that's-
kidneys got to
That's
do with
what I
his
plugged it up
voice?
to, so
Oh, Lord.
I plugged it up to a stroke, so I was gonna like, all right, well, that makes a little sense.
Yeah. Yeah, he don't want to live that way, and he's probably sick and tired of his mother. Because I can imagine his mother doesn't go more than 10 feet from him.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Jeez.
The most time he has is if she has to go to the bathroom, and so
No,
he slips.
see, he has to be brought with her, you know.
He,
She pulls him.
He stays on a leash, you know.
Yeah. Not good.
oh, and then the teacher, the doctor, because she's trying to hunt down Kilgrave so that she can prove that he exists to Trinity, and that will allow her to, or that will say, okay, you're going to take you're going to take Hope on as a client if I can prove that Kilgrave exists. And she's hunting down the bus and the accident that happened with the bus that supposedly killed Kilgrave. And she ends up tracking down the doctor that worked on she had to sneak into the hospital and find out, okay, there was two people brought in, and that was the driver and
Luke's wife.
Luke's wife, right? Was she the one that was DOA?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then the driver was in critical condition for a while, and then but then she finds the doctor that worked on him, and he's teaching like freshman biology or something like that. And of course, he takes off running as soon as he sees Jessica, which you kind of got to think is like, why? Oh, because he said, oh, he was obsessed with you. He had pictures of you and everything. Okay, yeah. So he knew who she was. Of course, she runs him down. You're going to spill the beans about everything you just said to me. She gets everything out of him. No, he'll kill me.
Is Kilgrave in love with Jessica, or is he just pissed that she got away?
I think he was, and I think it turned into an obsession because he could control her. right?
And she's
Well, he
super
can
powered.
control anybody though.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
but,
but I
but
meant
she's
like,
super powered though. That's the thing.
yeah.
Mm.
I think
Now
he
I have-
just it grew into an obsession.
Yeah.
You know,
And especially, she did get away, and that's almost she's the one that got away. I gotta have her back.
yeah.
So
Gross.
men are disgusting.
That's Jessica
I
Jones
hate
says.
men.
Jessica Jones says, "Oh yeah, I love to go swimming." Kilgrave says, "I know."
That's the reason. This is all of that, just stuff like that. That's the reason why I'm a lesbian.
So what you're saying is I should not be taking notes from Kilgrave. I need to delete all those notes.
You need to stop obsessing over all those women.
So that's why they don't talk to me. Okay.
Stop trying to control their minds.
Dang it. Well, maybe Legos will work. I don't know.
Oh, but that's good.
Hey, we appreciate
like-
it.
we
Most
like
of the time,
seeing
there's no comments. So, hey.
But anyway, so Kilgrave shows up at the end, and now we've got to deal with. Oh, and we got the scene at the end too with Jessica and Luke, where they're kind of showing off their.
Abs.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot more skin in this one than there was in.
Hope you feel better. Hope we didn't make you sick.
Talking about
Yeah.
bestiality and incest and all kinds of whatever else.
This guy's like,
about.
what the heck did I just click on?
These guys are gross. They're disgusting.
You guys sicken me.
Wow.
I'm gonna go get that religious mother after you.
She's gonna start hitting us with a ruler, you know.
Anyway,
Quit cussing.
I have pew pew, so she ain't coming anywhere near me.
All right, so do not break into Debbie's house. Okay,
That's right.
not without your pew pew anyway. At least you
that's
can fight
right.
back.
Okay,
At least you can fight back.
Oh man.
But I would watch more.
That's how we
Yeah.
hook people. We talk
Wait
about
till
stuff like that.
wait till we get the MCU Mondays OnlyFans site going. Then we got some real stuff on there.
That's right.
Oh Lord. Did we miss anything on this one, Debbie?
I don't think so.
All right.
I didn't take any notes. I was too busy watching Mission Impossible this week
There you go.
to prepare for this weekend.
You could say you ran through the movies. Ba-doom. Yeah, that was bad. That did not work. So I'll see myself out. Actually, I'm here all week.
Please do. All right. Shameless plugs. What do we got for tonight?
Wednesday we'll have War of the Stars. Thursday. Star Wars Underworld. I was trying to think, are we doing Clone Wars or not? We're doing
Underworld.
Star Wars Underworld.
Mhm.
Whatever.
It's Underworld.
Yeah.
Underpants.
Yeah. Friday. Star Trek, and I
think you
do
knew
we have
episodes
an
Snackame?
anime?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're talking about, but
Snackame.
Yeah.
yeah.
Whatever. I can't pronounce it. Saturday Geek Gauntlet. And then we'll be back with episode 3. I'll let Andrew do the other things.
Okay. Andrew?
So last night on the Came of Focus YouTube channel for about 30-ish minutes, Cam and I talked about Blues Brothers, and we realized that we pretty much covered the whole movie in that amount of time. So the second half is just talking about whatever the heck came to our minds. It was a lot of fun. This coming Sunday, we'll be discussing The Green Knight. So that'll be
I've
fun.
never heard of that. Is
That's
it
one of
something-
Cam's favorites.
It's a A24 movie because we were talking about movies and I had heard of it, but I haven't seen it. So yeah, that's what we'll be discussing, and that's about it. I'll save the big one for David so he can have something. There you go.
Sweet. So we are less than 2 weeks away from Fan Expo here in Dallas, my hometown. Well, not my hometown, but my neck of the woods. But anyway, Fan Expo in Dallas is coming. Andy, Andrew, and I will both be there. I've got a bunch of stuff to give away. I've got Legos. I've got comic books, Lego set, a whole set. I need to get it in the box, but that's something I gotta do. But anyway, so we're gonna be there. We're gonna be handing out some stuff. Come find us somewhere. We'll be around just about everywhere, taking in the con,
Mhm.
going to panels, things like that. So just keep your eyes peeled for us if you're there. If you're in the Dallas area and you're there, we'll be there all 3 days: Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Which means that next week is a short work week for me because
Nice.
Monday is Memorial Day. And then I
Yeah.
go to work Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And then Friday I have off for Comic-Con.
That's
so
right. Yeah, it's just around the corner.
It's just around the corner. It's next, not this coming Friday, but the next. All kinds of excited.
Awesome.
It's going to be amazing. We're going to get Debbie's. It's for Matt. Who's it for? Matt, if you're watching, plug your ears for a minute. We're getting Matt the Heir to the Empire book signed by Timothy Zahn for his birthday.
And it's gonna say, "Happy birthday, Matt."
It's going to be, it'll say to Matt from Timothy Zahn. May the force be with you, or something like that. I don't know.
Find out if he has like a favorite quote from the book, and then Zahn can just don't make it too long.
Well, I give it away.
I use nonchalantly. You can be talking about Star Wars books, and then just.
So Matt, if you're watching, you can
He's
unplug your
not.
ears now. Oh,
Wait,
Probably
if he's plugging
wait
his
a minute.
ears, how can he know to unplug?
so he probably watched the Star Wars show. So we just don't mention it on Thursday.
It's anything to do with Disney, he doesn't watch it.
Wow.
Dang, what do we have to do with Disney? Come on.
Talk about Star Wars.
Nah,
But
that's true.
that's Thursday. So
Oh well.
that being said, that is going to do it for us tonight. We are glad you joined us. Y'all all have a great rest of your week. We will see you all next Monday night right here on MCU Mondays on the Feast of Fandoms. Take it easy, guys. Bye.
Shit! Language. No one else is going to deal with the fact that Cap just said language. I know. For gosh sake, watch your language. That's not going away anytime soon. You bet your ass.
Steve, you said a bad language word.
Did you tell everyone?
Out with the platinum bastard.
Steve doesn't like that kind of talk.
You know what, Romanov?
Fury, you son of a bitch. Ooh, you kiss your mother with that mouth?